Hi, I'm Tim from Scott Country International, and welcome to our new format night vision show, where we'll bring you the latest product launches and reviews, field tests, and our pro staff diaries. Now this week, I'm going to be out testing the Zeiss LRP S3 and putting that through its paces on the range, whilst Richard will be up in Scotland with the new high definition Merger LRF XL50s, doing some wildlife filming. Welcome to the Night Vision Show.
Well, what can I say? In all my days of doing reviews for Scott Country and using all the different thermal and night vision gear, I have never ever come across anything like this to date. I'm literally gobsmacked. Tonight, round my neck, I've got the Pulsar Merger LRF XL50 thermal binoculars. These are the first of their kind. They're HD. Now, I've just had a look through them and I'll show you the footage straight away. It is incredible. I hardly even needed to focus them. The quality of the picture needs to be seen to be believed. It's incredible. Just some details around them. The difference is on the resolution on the picture quality. It's 1024 by 768 high definition thermal picture on there. It's got a detection range of 2,300 meters. It goes from 2.5 to 20 times magnification with picture-in-picture if required. And it's got an integrated 1,000-meter laser rangefinder on it. It's got two batteries in it and they're both fully charged with an 8-hour runtime on each, so you're looking at 16 hours. So I'm only out for an hour or so. It's staying light throughout the night. However, I need to give these back in a week, so I was desperate to get out and see what they're like. So I'm going to go to the highest point of the farm and just have a look out across the fields and see what it's about, and really just get some recording with these. I do have my trusty Tikka 243 over there, and that's mounted with the Pulsar Thermion 2 LRF XP50 Pro thermal scope. Fantastic bit of kit. It's got the sub 25 net D sensor on it, and its pixelation is 640 by 480 sub 25 millikelvin. So great bit of kit, up to 1800 meter detection range on it. So I'll head up to the hill and really put this thing through its paces. Still light, it's nearly 20 degrees. I'm quite wrapped up, but that's because come midnight it'll drop to single figures, probably around 10 degrees. So there's a wee breeze and it can get you up in the hill, so best prepared, best be prepared. So I'll go and get set up and get up in the hill and get some footage for you with this. These are unbelievable, so looking forward to getting some footage. Catch up with you later.
So during my introduction there, this is the footage I was referring to. This is my first time looking through the XL50s, and what struck me was the fact that the cattle in the foreground are just every bit as in focus as those trees away in the background, which is what, roughly 260, 270 metres away. I'm starting to range find here just to get my bearings. The slope in that hill is what, 291 yards away. So again, what stuck out for me here was the contours on the top of the canopy of trees there, which are easily, what, I would say 1,000 metres away anyway. And there's no compromise on definition, whether you're looking at 50 yards or over 1,000 yards. Just absolutely incredible. Again, just reminding you that the detection range is 2,300 metres on these, and they're just so capable. It's scary. I'm range finding there at 759 metres away across the valley. I'm having to remind myself that I'm out on Fox control here. I'm enjoying looking through them so much. They really are just so easy on the eye. Look at the building away in the background there, just so clear. You can see the edges of the walls on it. And it's pitch black, but it's roasting hot. Here's a rabbit for you, up close and personal. I'm not far away here, but I'm just running through the mag. So it goes from 2.5 up to 20 times mag. And here's some bats. Forgive me, but getting up to some acrobatics. Don't worry, I'll not try and tell any more jokes. But the Merger XL50s picking the bats up really clearly. They're loving the fly life there on that warm night. And a couple of roe deer for you. There's one on the left, one on the right. The Pulsar Merger LRF XL50 thermal binoculars. Truly groundbreaking thermal binoculars. There's a lot available in the market now. We're seeing more and more binoculars, but these guys set the benchmark with this unit. Now, what's really, really cool about these, and I'm always very, very conscious when I'm out foxing at night, when I'm carrying my thermal, you get that glow that can alert the quarry, especially if they're nervous and it's really quiet. With these, as soon as you put these down by your side, they switch off. So there's no glow coming up in your face at all, no light shining at all. Bring them back to your eyes, and away you go again. I just found them absolutely superb. The buttons to use them, there's a focus wheel at the front. You've got your diopter eye focus here to suit your own eyes. You've got these menu buttons at the top, so you've got your mag out, mag back in again, and your menu button, which takes you into the options within the unit. Your on off switch here, and then you've got your camera button, or for a long press you can take movies. And this is your laser rangefinder at the bottom. Just, there's not enough superlatives I could use about these. Even though I didn't get any foxes last night, it just turned the whole night on its head, because I just really enjoyed being out and spotting with them on these mergers. If you liked the video, please like and share and subscribe, and hit the notification bell for us, and you'll get updates on all our next video releases. This has been Richard from Scott Country International. Thanks a lot.
So that is Richard, who clearly likes the Merger LRF XL50 HD binoculars. These are available on our website if you head over there now to www.scottcountry.co.uk. Now for part 2, where I'm going to be going over to the range and putting the Zeiss LRP S3 through its paces. Hiya, Tim from Scott Country International, and today we're going to talk about the Zeiss LRP S3. This is the 6-36 by 56 version. So just a bit of a walk around the scope, starting the objective end. It's obviously a 56mm objective end, running down into a 34mm main tube, down onto your eyepiece. Again, both lenses coated in the Zeiss T coating to allow maximum light transmission, to 90% light transmission through them, and the glass in this is just unreal. It is amazing. It's the clearest thing I've ever seen. Moving up onto the zoom, so you're on time 6, obviously all Zeiss branded on the side, up to time 6, spinning the zoom, ring round up to times 36. Now there's 3 positions on the top of this zoom ring to have your throw lever, so whether you want it canted right to the right or right to the left, or just happy medium in the center, you can choose that. So it's a nice little customizable feature. So if you want to be sitting around the sort of times 10 power, you could have your throw lever out at 3 o'clock, or have it at a 12 o'clock, or even if you're sitting there on times 20, you can have it at the 9 o'clock position. It's totally up to you how you want to do that. Again, so moving on to the business bit of the scope then effectively. So on the side there, you've got your windage turrets. Now everything's marked in there, left or right. Now this is a pull out cap. So you pull that out, click onto your windage, either left or right, then that locks back in like that. The elevation turret doesn't lift or anything like that. It's just a turn. It's got a stop inside. I'll show you how to do that on the second part once we get it mounted up and get it zeroed on the rifle. I'll show you how to set the ballistic stop on that one. Again, this version here, as I said, it's a 6-36 by 56 in milliradians. So in the MOA, you get 110 minutes of angle elevation travel, sorry, and in MRAD you get 32. Now in the other versions that's slightly more, or in the S5 that can be slightly more again, but in this model that's how much travel you get. So if you want to shoot out to 1500 yards, you can easily do that with this scope. You get absolutely loads of travel in the scope. And again, another nice little feature, so one full revolution, you're getting up there to 1 there, second revolution up to 2, 3, and a bit, all the way up there, and just crank that back down all the way, and you just pass there, back onto 0. But I'll set that as 0 stop and show you how to do all that. So moving on the other side then, you've got adjustable parallax from 10 yards out to infinity. And like with all high-end scopes, you don't get that 100, 200, 300 malarkey, because it doesn't really matter anyway. You're either on 10 yards or it doesn't go no more, but it's getting that right, it's focusing that right bit anyway. So it's not like setting what's 300-yard target. It's just to get you roughly around that ballpark, but you adjust that to your eye and what that is. On the outside of that ring, you've then got your adjustable brightness settings. So illuminated reticle inside here, you might just be able to crank that. See, you just see it illuminating red there. Each setting has got, it's either 5 on, 5 off, 4 on, 4 off, yeah, so on and so forth. So really nice. And it doesn't illuminate the whole reticle, it just illuminates the middle stadia and some of the main key points out on the Christmas tree, which I'll show you a picture. I could drop a picture in there off online and I'll show you what's illuminated. But yeah, so we're really looking forward to getting this mounted up. Now I've found some monster rings for it to sit on. We're going to get this mounted up on the 6.5 and then start pushing the distance out on one of my permissions. Got a nice big permission. We're going to set this up, go through the 0 process, film all that, put it into the ballistic calculator. So I've got this set up on the Zeiss hunting app. On their ballistic calculator, I'll preset the distances on the information that gives me, and I'll set that, and then we'll shoot off. We're not going to do it on the fly effectively. We're going to shoot off predicted data. So I'll put a target out there. So I'll read off the table what the Zeiss app produces. I'll read off and I'll put a target out at that distance, and we'll see how true the data is from everything I put in, from scope height, 0 distance, my ballistics, all my bullet information, scope height, all that jazz. So information in is as good as the information I'll get out. And like I say, I'll put one out there at 625, say, and that on a predicted termination of my table, and then I'll try and hit it with the data that's provided. Then I'll put one out there at, I don't know, 300, or I'll put one out at 800, and I'll use the predicted data off the shooting table that the Zeiss app's produced. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't, or it might be my shooting. We'll have a go, but we'll get there between us all. We'll have a go. So yeah, LRP S3 6-36 by 56. I've just zeroed the rifle as you would a normal scope. So what we're going to undo now I've zeroed it, undo these 3 hex screws on the top. We'll slide the top cap off like so. Now there's three hex screws on this ring on the top here, so all we're going to do is we're going to undo them ever so slightly with the provided tool that comes with it, and then we're going to turn this clockwise until we feel a stop. Now that's hit the stop, we're going to tighten this back up, holding the ring as we go. So we'll just nip that one, nip that one, that's it, nip there. And then what we're going to do with the cap, I'll just replace the cap back on, aligning your zero. I'm going to push that down home flush, ensuring the zero number is set to the little arrow at the front. And with the 3 hex screws, we're going to nip them back up. So turning them clockwise, obviously righty tighty, lefty loosey. Get them in and holding the turret onto 0. Nip that one. Nip that one. Nip that one. Like so. So then, obviously you can dial up all the way in your full revolutions. Cram that back, and you hear that stop. That's it, back to 0. You could set this 5 MRAD back or 5mm, depending what scope variation you've got. You could set that back, and you'd have to set that within the turret. So you'd set it to 5mm where it is, and go back that way. But that's it, quick and easy, 0 turret. You can do that in the field with the provided hex key. And all we'll do for the windage and elevation will be the same scenario. There's a little hex key on the side, but I don't actually need to adjust that, so we're just going to leave that one. But there it is, all set, ready to go. So what we'll do now is we're going to get that set out. I'm just going to confirm this now, everything's tickety-boo. I'm going to go put a steel out and see if we can dial one in. I've laid my target down there at 382, that's calling for 1.7 MRAD. So I'll dial that on now, 1.567. I'm going to send that. Let's see, I've got a bit of a breeze here. This next one out. .6. There we go. Ding ding. Down there. It's a bit breezy. Trees are giving it some down there anyway, so there's a fair bit on it. Dead on. So I did want to do there, just looking down, seeing what I'm seeing down at the target end. Obviously from the rifle, you've got your first one sitting there by that tree, 248, and then the tree just behind it. You've got your next one. There's an 8-inch. There's a little fox target on that front tree. There's a small 8-inch plate on that back tree, and then down in them trees there, probably just there, you've got a 10-inch plate, which is 465 yards. So Quite impressed with myself there on that one as well. Happy days.
Don't be scared. Just open up. Don't be
Right, first target then. 248 calling for 0.5 that I've dialed on. Just going to set that up now. Got the drone down there. Going for it. Going to take that shot. Miss. That was a hit on that one. Faffing about here with a magazine. So second, 397, calling for 1.6. That's on. Smashed the target there. So we're just gonna get the drone over the back there. That's it. That was a better call on that one. That's it. Let's go again on that one. That's 465 yards on a 10-inch plate. Right, so there we go then. So that's been some long range shooting there with a Zeiss LRP S3 6-36 by 56. Now, as I said before, the build quality in these scopes are second to none. They're absolutely amazing, like the clarity, the illuminated reticle, the turrets, everything, the glass, just the feel, everything about this scope is just like pristine. It's truly amazing. Easy to set the zero stops. You'll see from the start of the footage, it's been really simple. The turrets are really tactile, and they're nice and smooth. They're not an aggressive click or anything like that. They're just a nice smooth click. Same on the windage. That's a pull out turret. To do your windage, that's a bit more positive on that click, and then lock it in. Parallax and side focus, parallax side focus there, and obviously you've got your illuminated reticle there, and that steps up from 5 green, 5 red, and it's not the whole reticle that lights up. It's just the main crosshair out for a mil either side, and then the different wind holds. So a really nice reticle in this rifle, in this scope, sorry. So yeah, heavy on the price, but again, you get what you pay for with Zeiss. The blue badge says it all, if you know what I mean. It's truly amazing. Perfect scope for doing this sort of thing, the long range stuff. I'd like to have a go with an S5 as well. Slightly different configuration. Obviously, S3 is a Japanese glass, S5's a German glass. But yeah, I'd like to have a go at one of them as well. But probably not the 6 to something not as powerful as Maga's ×6. That's a bit heavy on the base mag with me. What we will be doing next, the next part of the video will be putting a DTI on the front, and then we'll go do some foxing with it. and hopefully do some fox control with the full Zeiss range. But easy there on the targets. You'll see I've had the drone down like 248 out to 465 in a 10-inch steel plate with a 243, just shy of 500 yards. Ain't bad for me anyway. So yeah, it's been good. So really good scope, really impressed with this, and these are available on our website, www.scottcountry.co.uk. Head over there now to order yours. So just as the sun's going down, we're just going to send one last shot down at that 465. See if we can get that ring. We didn't get it. One more. We can do it. Ding ding. So if you like our videos, please like, share and subscribe to help us bring to you unique content, and hit that notification bell to get notified when our new video airs every Friday. Thanks for watching. Cheers.